Hey, popping on for today's content conversations. Thank you for joining me if you are alive and, of course, on the replay. My name is Cindy Van Arnam, and I'm an intuitive content coach. And I always like to pop on every day to talk about taking the overwhelm out of creating consistent content so that you can share your message with the world in a way that doesn't overwhelm you or stress you out or cause you any distress or anything like that, because we are all meant to create a ripple effect of positive impact in the world and make the world a better place. But you can't do that from a place of overwhelm and stress. And so my job is to help you navigate that overwhelm so that you can show up and share your message and create that impact in a way that feels easeful and graceful and flowing and full of freedom. So thank you for joining me. Today's card, I asked the question, what is my secret weapon for change when it comes to my content? And the card today is Unstick the Stuck. So really what this is saying is that there may be a place in your world, I don't know if it's personal or business, you are the only one that knows the answer to this, but there's a place where we are feeling stuck in a rut. And so often I see this with clients, I see this with my friends, I see this in everybody's life. We kind of get stuck in that rut, and first of all, we don't really notice that we're in the rut. And then second of all, we love to throw pity parties for ourselves. I am guilty of this. I've done this myself where, you get into a bad mood and you just want to stay there and soak in it and just feel miserable and have everybody feel sorry for you and create misery around you. And all it is just that comfort zone. That it's easier to be angry than to actually do the work and get yourself out of that. Now, that's an extreme example, but oftentimes we can get stuck into a routine where we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and we don't even really notice that it's causing a blockage in our creativity, in expressing ourselves, and sometimes we just need to shake things up a little bit. So it isn't necessarily, go jump out of an airplane today to unstick your stuck, but maybe there's a place where you can shake things up a little bit and disrupt that pattern that you've gotten yourself into. So oftentimes, we can sit down at our desk and be like, okay, today is content creation day. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to create all this content. And then you sit there and you're like, bleh, I got nothing to say. I don't know what to write. And I've seen this happen so many times. And the way to get out of that situation, instead of sitting there going, I have writer's block, I don't know what to write, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so stressed out, I need to get this out there, but I can't do it because, oh my God, interrupt it. Change your thought. So you can choose. We all have the power of choice. You can choose to step away from your desk for a moment. Go dance around the living room. Go for a walk. Do what you need to do to interrupt that flow so that you can come back in half an hour and sit down, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have a brilliant idea. Now I know what to write. Maybe you need to go meditate to get that inspiration. Maybe you need to go work out to move some of that energy out of your body and get things flowing again. Whatever that looks like for you. It doesn't need to be something huge and crazy and beyond what we would normally do. Like I said, jumping out of an airplane. Just do baby steps. It doesn't need to be huge. And in order to get out of that rut, it's important to remember you don't need to know how. So all you need to do is make the choice to interrupt it. You don't need to know how it's going to be interrupted. So make the choice, step away from your desk, go do something different, break the routine. Maybe you have lunch every day at the same time. And it's like, unless it's a health thing, you don't need to eat lunch every day at the exact same time. It's a routine that we get ourselves into. And it can often create boredom and stagnancy in our life. Shake it up a little bit today, stir things up, stir up that creativity, and see what comes of it. You don't need to know how, just see what happens and be curious. So I hope that's helpful. I will be back again at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to share the content clarity reading so that there shall be no excuses in not creating consistent content. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.